Well, thank you for joining us. On the sign language interpretation this evening is David Agondoa, and I'm Zainab Ismail. Now, the contentious Finance Bill 2023 will be in the National Assembly for the second reading this week. The Parliamentary Committee on Finance now says it has arrived at a consensus on all contentious clauses and amendments which will be made to the controversial clauses. This as former presidential aspirant Jimi Wanjigi criticized the government for what he terms as widening the tax net as a poor solution to debt repayment. NTV's Sydney Chazima has more.
Former presidential aspirant Jimi Wanjigi now wants the Kenya Kwanza government to rethink its proposed taxation model.
But we are now being told that in 1 year, miujiza, we can get another 1 trillion. What governments in the last 10 years were even unable to collect over 10 years, we can now collect in 1 year. This is very frightening because it is an absurdity. It is an achievable target.
Tuko na deni ya 9.6 trillion. Hata tukikopa tutalipa na nini? Sasa kutuambia tukope, tulipe mishahara, hiyo ni kitu ambaye ni ujinga kwa sababu utalipa na nini? So tupatiwe nafasi tujaribu.
Proponents of the housing bill are calling on former Prime Minister Raila Odinga to stop the shape shifting.
Juzi nimesikia Raila anapinga maneno ya manyumba. Lakini amesahau iko clip inatembea saizi. Raila akisema housing levy lazima itolewe, tujenge manyumba, watu wa Kibera, watu wa Langas, watu wa Huruma, watu wa Kamugunji waweze kupata manyumba ya kuishi bora.
Usifuate tu watu wanasema finance bill, wanalia na wanaoga na mshahara. Mbunge akikatwa 2500, what is 2500 kwa mbunge? Hata kwa MCA.
The National Assembly's Budget Committee Chair Ndindi Nyoro maintains that the views as expressed by Kenyans and various stakeholders during public participation will be considered.
The public participation has been a very, very sacrosanct process. We respect the people of Kenya. Tumekuwa tukichukua maoni, na hiyo maoni najua it is to make us richer as leaders in terms of our opinions. It is to make our finance bill better.
The Parliamentary Committee on Finance says it has reached a consensus on all contentious clauses.
We are going to make amendments to several clauses. We have also tied ends because there's some clauses, for example, that the definition could be prone to abuse. So there are some that's been tightening on, for example, the definition to make sure again that our tax policy becomes simple.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki says his ministry is ready to deal with any unrest in relation to the finance bill.
Hatutakubali ati kwa sababu hutaki sheria fulani ati utishe mwananchi kwa kwenda kuleta maandamano, kuvuruga amani, kutatiza uchukuzi wa umma ama kuvunja maduka ya watu. We will not allow it.
The bill heads for second reading on Tuesday, after which it will be subjected to a debate.
Look at your MP. Watch your MP. Record your MP. And understand what public choice theory is. If he is doing what you don't want him to do, or she is doing what you don't want her to do, understand she does no longer represent you, and you know the power you have.
Sydney Chazima, NTV.
Asante sana.
Meanwhile, Kenya has announced the removal of visa requirements